Nothing changes.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Trunks, and I'm bringing you guys week 9 of the CWL Light. We had Archer Outlaws up against Cold September. The cards this week were not in our favor. Cold September was able to sneak in a 10v10 in the last 4 minutes of the war, leaving us with only about a minute and a half to attempt an 11v11 triple to secure the win. They had us on percentage no matter what, so we had to go for it, and we ended up coming up short. They beat us 71 to 70 stars. But we'll go ahead, jump in. We had a lot of good Town Hall 9 action, and we'll start off here with Janess. He's going to come in with a little Queen Walk here. He's able to keep the healers out of range of that air defense that's right there at 6 o'clock, and then he lures out that clan castle. It's going to come down to the Queen, and then she's easily just going to be able to take it out with a couple of those poisons and a rage. Which he gets that rage down, like I said, works his way through that baby dragon and those archers, and then his queen is just going to continue up the side, taking out some of this trash and easily be able to deal with that Tesla once it pops. Once that queen makes her way a little bit up there, he's going to then start coming in with the rest of his kill squad. He gets that first golem down, so that way it will be able to tank that queen before his queen gets over there and has to tank everything. Sneaks in the second golem and the wizards to create the funnel, then has the test wall breaker. Ends up getting hit by a small bomb and failing on that, so he uses the jump, quick thinking on that one, puts the poison down to slow down the queen and Barb King, and then his bowlers and BK are able to get in there, take out that queen and that Barb King, and then his golems are out in front tanking. He gets that rage down, and then the queen's going to follow in the group. Healers are going to switch over to the main kill squad group and keep them up, and then his queen is just going to sit back and wreck this space behind the golems as the healers are just keeping them up. Bowlers and that wizard are working on the top side, take down a few of those buildings, and then his queen is just following up through the core. He's got the hogs coming in now on the top side to all those defenses that are just being tanked by those golems, which are going nowhere with those healers on them, and he's able to easily just sneak in more hogs on the backside as his troops are making their way through this base, and then he gets the heal down once the hogs are starting to tank themselves. That way they stay up, and those wizard towers, splash defense towers don't really do anything, and then that queen once again is just going to help push those golems through the base, so that way they're going to tank that final cannon. A couple of hogs get hit by that big bomb, but he's got a big group coming down to go ahead and finish off this one. We'll go ahead, jump into the next one, though, because that one's obviously a 3. We got Gamma stepping up with the old Stone Gobo Lalo. He's going to come in, actually shattered. He's going to come in, though, with 2 golems on the top with the wizards behind, create that nice, large, wide funnel, sneak in the 1 wall breaker. Once he knows it's good, he's going to send in the rest of them, and then his troops, once those golems redirect, he's coming in with the Queen, Barb King, and bowlers behind. Those golems get out front tanking. Gets a jump down leading right into the core of the base. Rage down for the kill squad group, and then has a poison on that dragon. Once it comes out, puts a heal down to keep the bowlers up in the core of the base just to make sure they don't hit any of those big bombs. If they're in there, he does not want to lose them. Queen finally redirects back into the base, and then she's just going to sit in the back, pick off a few of the last buildings that are standing around. And then from there, he's coming in with the Lalo. Gets that hound and a group of balloons into that first air defense. Has a haste down to get through that wizard tower before it's able to turn and start working on his balloons. And then on the backside, he has another hound going into that last air defense. And then he just has haste spells leading his balloons right through the base, basically ripping it apart. Queen and the bowlers are still working. They get through on that top side and start taking out some of those additional defenses up there. And then he's just got a few pups working on that Barb King in the core of the base. But at this point, he's got a hound that's unpopped. Pops that queen ability to keep her up, and then she's just going to go ahead and finish off a few of these last defenses on the top side. And then he has a large group of balloons working on the top side to get up to that Tesla. Queen's able to step up and take it out, and then at this point, he's on to the cleanup. Has a haste in the back to swag. He eventually throws it down on the clan castle. But we'll jump out of this one since that one's on just clean up now. And we have Super Hot Fire, one of our people that got a 6-pack this war. We will take a look at both of his hits. He's coming in on the first one with Some dragons on this one. On his kill squad, though, he's got 2 golems, but he gets down some wizards, creates a nice large wide funnel again. Sneaks in the queen and the barb king behind, and then he's going to get that jump down perfectly placed, leading him right into the core of this base. He'll be able to snag all of the air defenses. Sneaks in 2 hogs to that mortar as it's preoccupied with the main kill squad group, and there's no other point defense down there, so those hogs will actually, he'll get a ton of value out of those. He'll be able to step up, help take out some of these defenses on the bottom side. His queen strays a little bit, but that's fine because she's done what she needs to do. She got those air defenses down, and then his main kill squad group is working still in the core of the base. And he's going to have a hound come out of the clan castle, so he's able to pretty much just ignore that with his main kill squad group. And then on the top side, he's going to come in with the dragons. He has a rage and a heal, so that way they're able to work through that queen if they get up there. He has the queen working on the bottom side. He was able to pop that ability, and those archers are out front, helping that queen move along. And then the dragons, he gets the haste spell or rage spell down on them, and then he has some balloons that follow in behind, so that way they're able to soak up any traps that are on the top side, but also help take out some of those point defenses on the top side. But the dragons are still working. He gets the rage and the heal down when the dragons come into the Tesla farm at the 9 o'clock area. But at this point, he's got plenty of dragons working in the core of this base, and his queen finally just went down. But at this point, he's got 4 dragons still up and only 2 defenses left to try to take out those dragons. So he's got plenty of troops left to go ahead and secure the 3-star on this one. Gets that hound, though, to pull across the base. Dragons get out of range of that hound and then lock onto the expo, and then end up taking out the skelly trap and then finishing off that expo for the 3-star. But let's go ahead and jump into Super Hot Fire. Next 3-star. On this one, he's going to switch it up and come with the Stone Lalo. Starts off, though, with a few wizards on the bottom side, help take care of some of that trash, and then he's just going to come in with a 3 golem spread on the bottom side, plenty of tanking to take care of all those buildings, and then he just has some wizards step up and help finish that funnel. Sends in the test wall breaker, ends up getting the small bomb out of the way, and then he's able to follow up with the rest of his wall breakers. His golems start to redirect right into that base, still tanking all that point defense so that his wizards are able to just go ahead, take down everything. Drops the quad quake and just barely misses on opening up the full wall, but he does enough damage that once his troops get in there, they're going to rip right through that wall pretty quick. Clan Castle comes out, Queen's already taken care of, gets that rage down, puts the heal down so the baby dragon splash does not take out his bowlers. And then the Barb King is able to just rip through that wall, and now his kill squad will just basically demolish the core of this base. The Queen is walking in, picking up the straggling buildings while the bowlers and the Barb King are following the golems, taking out everything, and then he comes into the top side air defense at 12 o'clock with the Lava Hound, and then has a haste spell to get those balloons in there. Sweeper ends up giving a little bit of trouble, but the bowlers help him out with that bounce, ending up taking out the expo, and then he gets those Teslas down. Final air defense goes down, and at this point the Queen has walked outside of the base and is cleaning up the trash, but he's got plenty of balloons left in the bag. He's got the Queen ability, so this one is pretty much 3-star in the bag. As you can see, he finishes up, though, this war with that 6-pack, once again bringing in another very solid war from Super Hot Fire. And then we will go ahead and jump into the final Town Hall 9 replay. We're going to have Bugsy Marone coming in with another dragon attack. Pretty impressive on this one. Squeezes out just barely in the end, but he's going to come with the 4 lightning spells and the single earthquake to take out 2 air defenses. And then he'll just have a couple of hounds and balloons to help take out the final air defenses while his dragons go to work. But he gets the Queen and Barb King down on the top side to help kind of funnel those dragons in, then puts one further down so that way he takes out a couple of those buildings and then works his way back into the main group. And then he's just going to pop that Barb King ability while it's tanking, put the poison down on the Queen. Hound comes out of the clan castle, which should be too much work for the dragons and Archer Queen. He finally takes care of that enemy Archer Queen, and then all of the dragons will lock onto that hound with the Queen. And then once it pops, they will quickly take care of this, and the dragons will be back into taking care of the base. But now he comes in with the Hound on the bottom side, starts with the balloons right in behind it, and then he's just going to come in with 3 Hounds to those 2 air defenses. The sweeper gives him a little bit of trouble, but it will focus mainly on those Hounds, so his balloons are able to keep pushing in through the base as the Dragons and Queen are working up the far side of the base there. Gets into that first air defense finally. He still has a Hound standing. Goes into the second air defense with plenty of balloons falling right into it. That Hound is still standing. Sweeper giving a little bit of trouble, but at this point he is working pretty easily through this base. Those Dragons are still up in the core. He's got the Lava Pups from the Hounds working on the bottom side, already taking care of some of the trash. Final Expo gets ready to go down here, and then his troops start converging on those final towers. As it starts to get a little bit close here, he gets the balloons up there. The Tesla gives him a little bit of work, but in the end, he has a single loon save the day. They get over there, take out that mortar. The Lava Pups, once again, are working on the cleanup. Still has that Dragon working, and then the final balloon gets over there and ends up taking out the Tesla before it can take it out with just barely any health left. But that's going to wrap up things for this week. We will have a bye next week, and then we will be coming into the last 2 weeks of CWL, looking to secure ourselves a slot in the playoffs. So stay tuned. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the bottom. But until next time, guys, this is Trunk signing out.